Hello there, very good afternoon. This is Lunchtime News on TV1. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news, I'm Tharushikumar Singha. Let's start off with taking a look at your headlines this afternoon.
Supreme Court orders Attorney General to file charges against State Minister Ranjan Ramanayaka for contempt of court. SLTB says strike action does not have a significant impact. National Poson Week begins today. 300,000 evacuated in India as hurricane-strength tropical cyclone Vayu approaches.
On to your top story in the bulletin now. The Supreme Court today ordered the Attorney General to file charges within a month against the State Minister Ranjan Ramanayaka for committing contempt of court.
The examination of the charges will commence on the 30th of July. The matter was taken up today in the presence of Chief Justice Jayantha Jayasuriya, Justice Vijit Malalgoda and Murdu Fernando. Incidentally, this is the second contempt of court case filed against State Minister Ramanayaka.
The National Poson Week commences from today.
Secretary to the Ministry of Local Government and Home Affairs Gamin Senaviratna requested all houses and offices to hoist the Buddhist flag during the Poson Week and to give priority for religious observances. Marking the commencement of the Poson Week, religious programs were organized in all district secretariats and provincial councils. Meanwhile, in line with the Poson festival, all taverns in the Anuradhapura district will be closed from tomorrow until the 19th of this month. The Excise Department said special operations and raids are to be launched to arrest individuals engaged in illegal liquor and drug trafficking during this time period. Additionally, the Public Health Inspectors Committee informed the public that all dancehall should be registered before the 16th of June. Treasurer of the committee, Yasas Mudalige, said up to now, 112 dancehalls have already been registered and 94 of them will take place within the boundaries of Anuradhapura and 12 in Mihintale. He further said search operations will be held in those areas. He also said that additional public health inspectors are to be deployed in the Anuradhapura district.
The Government Medical Officers Association says the civil rights of Health Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne should be abolished.
The Government Medical Officers Association has commenced a protest against Health Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne in this regard. Leaflets were distributed opposite the Fort Railway Station today.
මහබැංකු මංකොල්ලේට වංචාවට එහා ගිය වංචාවක් රාජ්‍ය සේනාරත්න සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශය ඇතුලේ කළා තියෙනවා. පහුගිය අවුරුද්ද දෙක තුන ඇතුළත විතරක් ලංකාවේ දැනටත් තියෙන ඖෂධ විතරක් 3000 ගාණක් ලියාපදිංචි කරලා තියෙනවා රාජ්‍ය සේනාරත්නගේ නායකත්වයෙන් අලුත් සමාගම් හරහා. ඒ රටේ ජනතාවගේ ජීවිතවලට රාජ්‍ය සේනාරත්න කළා තියෙන හානි.
The National Digital Roadmap was launched at the Nelum Pokana Theatre in Colombo under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena.
Sri Lanka Telecom marked a special milestone in the country's digital journey towards Smart Sri Lanka. The proposed blueprint for integrated national digitization will be presented through a comprehensive, multifaceted nexus of 16 pillars representing areas such as smart government, smart security, smart health, smart transportation and mobility, covering all facets and processes of the nation's socio-economic, infrastructural and administrative operations. During the ceremony, the President presented awards to those who contributed towards the National Digital Roadmap. Former professor at the Morato University, KKNW Pereira, Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy, were among those who received awards at the ceremony. The Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, Ministry of Finance and Board of Investment of Sri Lanka also received awards. The Sri Lanka Telecom also made a contribution to the Kidney Disease Relief Fund on this occasion.
මේ විශේෂ අවස්ථාව අපි නිර්මාණය කරන්නේ මේ රටේ
We initiated this program because it is important to 21 million people in this country, a smart workforce. We will assist in enhancing your skills so you'd implement it.
කටයුතු කරන්න කියන ඉල්ලීම මතයි අපි මේ වැඩසටහන ආරම්භ කරන්නේ. ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදයේ පළවෙනි
The main point in democracy is providing accurate information to the citizens. An effective communication system is important to communicate the truth to the people of this country. The Sri Lanka Telecom, together with the other organizations, have done a great service in achieving an effective communication policy. A strong information system is important to strengthen democracy in the country, to share information in sectors such as education and business.
මෙරටේ ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදයේ ශක්තිමත් වෙන්න මෙරටේ පුරවැසියා ශක්තිමත් කරන්න නම් ශක්තිමත් තොරතුරු පද්ධතියක් තිබෙන්නට ඕන.
Headline making news now. Although a number of employees at the Sri Lanka Transport Board launched a strike action, it was reported the strike action did not have a significant impact. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Transport Board, Upali Marasinghe, said all other depots functioned as usual except for 10 other depots.
A number of employees attached to the National Employees Union launched a strike action last night. Chairman of the SLTB, Upali Marasinghe, said the employees who were engaged in the strike action blocked the main entrance of the Maharagama, Akurasa and Nigambo depots. He said a request was made to the police to reopen the gates and provide security. Meanwhile, our correspondents observed the manner in which the strike action was carried out since morning. Buses of the SLTB were in operation on all roads, including the Colombo-Galle main road. However, no buses were in operation at the SLTB bus depot in Gampaha. Buses at the Chilaw SLTB depot were also in operation. Buses in Kurunegala were in operation in this manner. A group of workers said they will hinder the operations of buses. However, our correspondent said all buses, including private buses travelling from Kandy, were in operation. No official announcement was made, but we got to know about a strike action. Since there was no official announcement, I informed the depot authorities not to launch a strike action, to function as usual. On our request, all the depots were in operation except 10. However, employees of the SLTB attached to the National Trade Union said the strike action was successful.
On to top political stories now. United National Freedom Alliance MP Shantha Bandara convened a media briefing in Alawwa yesterday. Although the Samurdhi officers have compiled the qualification list, we are against those lists being given to the UNP electoral organisers of the respective areas and to a selected number of UNPs through the MPs in charge of the respective divisions. Not only that, the money which has been collected through the Social Security Fund has been used when providing new Samurdhi cards, and the banks have been informed to organise events and to allocate money for that. All this money they are misusing is the people's money. So please take your hand off from this fund and use the financial resources of the government that has been allocated for this. Following are the views expressed by JVP MP Bimal Ratnayaka at a conference in Colombo yesterday.
Eastern terminal of the Colombo port was also to India and Japan in discretion on the 28th of last month. The government does not know about this deal. People of this country are left in the dark by the media. The main trade union of the country are unaware of this. The port employees do not know about this. To my knowledge, even the cabinet does not know. The cabinet only got to know on the day the agreement was signed. This is the cabinet paper presented by Sagala Ratnayaka on the 24th of May to sell the eastern terminal to India and Japan.
A group of ministers who recently resigned from the government called on the chief prelates of the Ramanya Mahanikaya, Most Venerable Napane Premasirithera.
The meeting took place at the Hurikadua Vidyasagara Piriven Viharaya. There are various views being expressed regarding the decision that was taken by 9 ministers to resign from the government. We are here to provide reasons to the Sangha Sabha of the Ramanya chapter regarding the decision.
අයිව පාඩුවක් නොවේ කලකරන්න නැත්නම් ඔය මුස්ලිම් ජනතාවට විරුද්ධවාදී වශයෙන් ඉතිහාස පැතුවේ.
On to some weather-related news from here at home now. Colombo and its suburb experienced rainfall since this morning, according to the Met Department. Showers will occur at times in western, southern, central, Sabaragamuwa and northwestern provinces. Fairly heavy falls, above 50 millimeters, can be expected at some places as well. On some headline-making international news now, 6 million people could be impacted by tropical cyclone Vayu, which is barreling towards northwest India and expected to make landfall in the next 24 hours.
A spokesperson for India's Home Ministry said almost 300,000 people are said to be evacuated to 700 shelter homes. Schools and colleges in affected districts are closed until Friday. Wind with excess of 120 kilometers per hour, tropical cyclone Vayu could become the strongest cyclone to strike northwestern India in decades. It comes 1 month after powerful tropical cyclone Fani slammed into India's northern eastern coastline. India Met Department predicts tropical cyclone Vayu to pass about 200 kilometers west of Mumbai before making landfall in Gujarat state on India's western coast tomorrow.